This is Meritho. He is from Tanzania, and we have a little bit of some internet. He is from Tanzania, and he is Maasai, and he's going to speak to us a little bit about himself and his culture, and a little bit about lion hunting and the complexities of that. So, do you want to introduce yourself and just talk a little bit about yourself?
Hello. My name is Meritho Katei. I'm from Tanzania, grown up and raised in the Maasai community and culture. I'm the firstborn of 34 kids in my family. In Maasai, we are really having big families. So that's why you see we are 34 in my family. One of the important things in our culture is like respect what man is, and due to our growing up, you should just pass several stages to become a man. So first, when you just being a young boy, you just doing little things in at home and just looking at small livestock and goats and sheep. But as you grow up, you more starting to get some other responsibility and activities. And after you just pass the circumcision, in Maasai we do circumcision, as a man, you have to prove that you can really make that you can secure your family and make sure everyone is safe. You can secure your livestock, because livestock for us as Maasai, it's our bank. I know people in the other worlds, they know money as everything, but in Maasai we see cows or livestock as our money. So when you just grown up, there are so many things you have to pass as to become a very good man. And one of the things you need to just, really want to prove yourself is like you have to be trained how to, defend your family, how to defend the community in general, how to defend the society. So you have to pass like things like you need to kill a lion. That you make sure, lions are one of our big enemies in the bush, because we live alongside this wildlife. We live just very closely to, near the wildlife areas. So lions are attacking a lot of our livestock, and lion is very scary, as you know, guys. Lion is very scary. So to prove yourself as a man, you have to really make sure that you are first being involved on the killing. Either it will be territorial hunt, or like, if something happened, like, the lion come and attack your boma, attack your livestock, you have to make sure that you are protecting that family, you are protecting those cows, you are protecting your livestock. So you have to like go out, kill the lion, and the family will really appreciate you, and you will be getting some awards. You get a wife, and sometimes you get a lot of livestock, and that's how you prove yourself as a man. And sometimes you have to go a little bit far. You have to kill even like a buffalo, spear like elephant, because this is a what very hard animals. They are very they are very hard to come close to.
Challenge, so, yeah, right. Yeah. So I guess my question for you is, you're also a conservationist.
Yes.
So I'm really interested to kind of ask about, so you worked with two organizations in Tanzania called Ruaha Carnivore Project and then Cope Lion. And then while you were working there, you kind of worked with people who were going on lion hunts, or kind of like working at this intersection between, Maasai culture, where this is really important to kind of prove yourself, and it's been in the culture for a long time, but also the fact that, it's not always good for conservation. So could you tell us maybe some stories of how did you kind of like navigate that? Because I think it would be a hard balance, right?
Yeah, it was really hard. My first job as a conservationist, I was just, I joined RCP, Ruaha Carnivore Project, in the southern part of Tanzania. I first went there after I finished my college diploma in wildlife. I went there, and I was really being very excited to see what the RCP was doing. one of the big objectives, it was to make sure they're showing how to live successful between human carnivores, and how to sustain, how to really living together and coexist together.
Right.
And it was very hard, about to just like see on outside. I was hearing what they're doing. They are coming and showing some videos and cinemas around our home. And I got a chance to just get an internship. I went there. I just stayed with them for 2 weeks, and I was very happy. And I really like to do more than just being an internship, because we're just like going out, trying to see how to make sure livestock are safe, and people are safe, and carnivores are safe. And one of the things Ruaha Carnivore they are doing, it's like providing the tangible benefit to the community around the environment they are working. And just like providing like things like veterinary medicine, healthcare equipment, where like we have local clinics around my area and my community. They are really benefiting by just getting things like equipment for women to get birth, which is very challenging things on our villages.
Right.
And also like providing veterinary medicine. A lot of livestock are dying by other disease. So the project was like Emmy Dickman as a director was like coming and seeing which kind of like disease around that area, and they were like helping to distribute those kind of medicine to the community. And for that, it was really a direct, tangible benefit. People that are seeing, okay, by having lions, we can have this, tangible benefit. We can have kids going to school. We can have, Kids for Cat. We had a program called Kids for Cat, where they are twinning two different other schools from, US, from UK, the schools in Tanzania. So those schools from abroad, they're just providing like books for school, and sometimes they were getting like porridge for school kids, which helps students to really being like the school, liking to study, and improve the education system as well.
Yeah.
So by just having those experience, it was hard. I remember there's a day, it happens. There were a big lion hunt. A lion killed about 9 cattle.
Yeah.
And the warriors, they were really angry. Everyone was really angry, despite of giving all of those benefits. But they were really angry, and they were like going to kill that lion.
Right.
And I was one of the team who went to stop that lion hunt.
So how did you do that? How did you speak to them to be able to convince them not to hunt the lions?
One of the big benefits I had around my area, I'm very like, I just come from that community,
right?
And they really they see me from when I was growing up. So, and we speaking the same language, we speaking Maasai language,
Right.
and what I was doing is like telling them, guys, I'm Meritho, and I have cattle as well.
Right.
These cattle, I have cattle at home as well. And I'm not just making, the project to benefit, but I'm just, letting you know, if we kill just one of these lions, we are really going to reduce a lot of what we are getting, what the project giving us as a community. I will lose a job, I will lose a job. And if I lose a job, that what will happen as a community, what I'm bringing to the community, like, supporting my family to go to school, supporting even my friends around me, and seeing what I'm doing, it will reduce if like we make this project banned and going away. But it was not easy, Gabi.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I think one thing that, as a foreign conservationist, one thing that I always try to understand from my own perspective is just like I don't live with lions. So like I might say that I love lions and lions are great, but they're not eating my cattle, you know? So I think, you know, it's really important to have people from the community be able to speak to the community because they're like, I understand, you know? Like you can say, I understand because I've grown up here and I understand how it works and I understand how frustrating it is to lose cattle and how important that is. So you also worked with Cope Lion, which is also in Tanzania. And was that different? Like, were you dealing with different issues or were you dealing with similar issues? And do you have any other like instances of trying to balance culture and conservation?
In Copperline, doing the same thing, but yeah, in Copperline, we was dealing just with single culture. You know, we had just Maasai in the Korongoro crater, and in there was doing a lot of science, how to identify lions from you know, one lion to another, and you know, just having the profile of lions. Ingela have been working in Ngorongoro for about 15 years now, and she has a great history of lion population around that area. And yeah, Ngorongoro is more doing a lot of multiple land use where people are living just in the same area with wildlife. So you know how much is very complex. You know, there will be a lot of conflicts. And in Ngorongoro, we was doing the model from Kenya, where we had employing the local warriors
Right.
to work with the project, and they were just being outside of their areas, you know, outside of their zone. We just give each person a zone, and within your zone, you have to, like, you know, make sure you wake up early in the morning and you go outside and, you know, looking the sign of any lions. If you see, you just give the information to the project, and also we give the information to the community around, so people do not take their livestock where we see that there's a sign of lions, or people do not go around that area, so everyone they will be safe.
Right.
And also we're doing a camera trapping program where we are trying to see, you know, the abundance, how, like, you know, how animal moving from one point to another. And yeah, I remember, yeah, there's an incident as well, uh, it was again very, very hard. And yeah, I can say I've been seeing a lot of improvement since, like, for the two projects I've worked to. In the community to the on the conservation, it's changed a lot of things. You know, people start to raise their awareness around wildlife, around lions, and I've been seeing a lot of changes because we get a lot of information. What is happening around different areas? What is happening around every corner? And that for me, it's like the community are really understanding that, you know, the presence of lions, it gives a lot of benefit to the community. But still, sometimes it happens, when the lions take or kill a livestock, you know, it's very hard to control people's emotions because everyone is very tied to the livestock. And by just giving a lot of benefit and giving people a lot of opportunities, like
Right.
giving families support on, you know, sponsoring kids and giving jobs in their areas, it's really make people to understand that these projects are trying to educate, are trying to help, our lives as Maasai, our life as Tanzanians. So
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of changes for my career as well.
Yeah, I guess my other question is that have you seen kind of a changes with young people? Like I know that, you know, there's a lot of like educational campaigns with these kind of conservation projects within the community. Have you seen young people kind of be like, oh, we're not as interested in hunting lions? Have like their opinions on lions changed, or is it still a challenge, do you think?
I have seen a lot. Me as I'm a young generation, and I'm the symbol of the generation. We are changing a lot, and we like conservation. And by doing it, we influence a lot of people around our communities. For example, we had one ceremony around our area. What we do, we had when people coming to the circumcision, they had to go to kill lions.
Right.
But we introduced a program where you don't need to go to kill a lion, but we make it a ceremony. We make it like we all celebrate that you guys are already past that stage, and
right.
welcome to join that we are conserving these animals, and
right.
we celebrate together, we dance, we enjoy it,
Yeah.
and we can see how much that change, how much it brings to the community. So I've been if these projects continue like this, I believe the changes will be, and people will understand how much important of lions to be around our areas, how much is it important to have wildlife around our communities, and just seeing the direct benefit the wildlife providing to the community. I think that will be very happy, and it will be successful as well.
That's great. Yeah, what I love about that is that, I think there's a need to be able to celebrate, like, okay, you've passed into this next stage of life, but there's a way to do it while also protecting wildlife as well. And I think that's really cool that, like, from the community, you can figure out different ways to kind of make that celebration. That's really great. Have you heard of the Maasai Olympics?
Yes, we had one. We had one at Korongoro.
Yeah.
Where
Can you explain a little bit about what that is? Because I think people would love to hear about that because it's such a cool event.
So what we was doing is like we was making sure people are competing within different places. So you have to show that you know how to run. It's showing like the energy. It's showing how much you are strong.
Mm-hmm.
And through these two projects, we are really making sure these people are really competing and racing. They have to really run long distance. You have to go like about maybe 100 meter, and we have to see who is much stronger, who is much a strong runner, and from there you can really see this is a very strong warrior, and you can see different characters, and there will be a lot of games. People are really interacting in a way that okay, you will do at the same when you are doing the lion hunt. So
right.
you have to
young guys to prove themselves. Yeah.
Yes. It's cool. It's cool idea. And I feel like that I think games change a lot of things. Games and entertainment is one of way where people get message, where people get a lot of changes, and understand what is going on and really receiving it, by just doing what is happening, enjoying it. Yeah, I feel like if we do more games and entertainment, we will achieve a lot of conservation.
And I need to ask you, have you ever been in the Olympics? And have you ever done any of the games?
I never compete. I never compete myself. I was in a leading position, but I will love it. I will love it doing it. It's amazing.
What would be your favorite thing to compete in? Would it be like throwing javelin, or would it be running, or would it be the high jump? Or
high jump will be the first one.
you should explain to them, like, so people would love to hear about what the high jump is, because it's a really cool thing. Can you explain kind of what that is?
Yeah, so in Maasai, like doing high jump, one of our music, it's we don't have like a producer music or like instrument for music. We produce our own music by our voices.
Right.
So what we do, it's like making sure like you dance very well. You jump so high. So when you jump high, it's you showing that you are beautiful, and also you are strong, and how much you can sustain that high jump. People can go like you jump high from maybe you go maybe 10 times, and other people going maybe like 20 times. So the competition comes from there. Like, you know, other people go twice and you go this one time, and other people maybe go three times, and you still at the same level and at the same speed. Yeah, so it's really amazing, and it's how we really interact and see who is much stronger than others, who is much, you know, and it's where you see, like, you know, a lot of leadership coming from, a lot of people with a lot of, we can say, a lot of awareness of different things. So people who knows how to sing a song where they can really maybe say good thing about animals, you know, say good thing about, you know, girls, you know, as you know, pop music, you have to like dance about, in pop music, sing like different songs. But in Maasai, how to dance our music is jumping, vibrating, and, you know, like singing by using our natural voices.
That's very cool. When I was in Kenya, I tried to do a javelin throw and I was very bad at it. I was not very strong. I threw it like 1 foot. I had a meter. It was like a meter. It was very funny.
But I think if you do more practice, I think it will be good.
I need to practice a lot. Maybe you can help me practice. Yeah. That's so great. Yeah. And I think what's great about things like the Maasai Olympics is that it's really respecting the culture, and it's an idea from the culture, and it's kind of showing off all the different techniques that you need to be a really good warrior, but it's doing it in a way that also is good for conservation, so you can keep those benefits for the community. That's so cool.
Exactly. And showing the respect, and, you know, showing, you know, we have to respect who is elder, who is younger, and, you know, who is in the middle. So we really make sure like all groups are getting the same kind of respect, and the interaction between all stages have been taken from that kind of dancing and all, like the Olympic, as you say.
Great. Yeah. And then, so is there anything else that you would like people to know? We're going to be sharing this on our pages. And is there anything you would like anyone else to know about just kind of your culture, your country, or where you see things going in the future? Just open question.
I think for myself, I would just say thank you so much, Gavi. And I'm very proud that you really see that it will be potential to invite me and call me on this interview. Yeah. I'm very looking forward that we cooperate together and sees how to really improve this together. You know, the world needs to come close together, and we need to do the conservation side on the same level. We need to like cooperate from Africa, from Tanzania, all over the world wide. We need to do the same thing. And if anyone is very interested to come to Tanzania, welcome Tanzania. It's a very beautiful country. We have so many things. We have so many wildlife. And yeah, I'm looking forward to improve my career as well. I'm looking forward to really make sure that one day I'll become a very good conservationist. Yeah. And I'll be doing what you guys are doing there in Tanzania. So people come here in Tanzania and they can really have, you know, a place to go, or a person who can really guide and help everything. So welcome. And if anyone is very interested, please, Gabi, you are there, and we can share any question. It's been coming out. We are together, and we'll be answering together. Yeah, welcome for any interest. I'll be very happy to hear.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up for some questions, and then I'll share some questions with you. And if you could answer those later, that would be fantastic, because there might be some people out there who have some questions about this interview. And yeah, so that would be fantastic. And I want to be able to say in the future, you know, like, I knew him when, like, I'm talking to a future leader of Tanzanian conservation here. So that's really exciting. And also, one of the coolest things is the fact that you're sitting outside your farm right now. You're like right in the field.
Right?
Could you show the environment real quick? Could you like move the screen? Wow, yeah, you were literally in the field. It looks fantastic.
I'm sitting on the drum. You can see I'm just sitting on the drum here.
That's great.
Yeah, you see the area is like that.
It's beautiful.
This is my Yeah, this is my little farm. Welcome so much, Gabby. And yeah, I'll be very happy to, work with you, Gabby, and answer any question comes towards anyone who is very interesting with anything. And yeah, maybe next time we'll be talking next to you, and maybe people will just ask us direct questions.
That'd be fantastic. I can't wait until we can meet in person again. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Gabby. I'm really happy for that.
Thank you.